Okay, let's talk divorce. If you're not sure if you're ready for divorce court, Lori is saying that you should maybe say goodbye sooner because that could save you some money.
Isn't that a horrible thing to say?
Well, yeah, I guess, but we got to get right down to the reality of it all. Let's take a look, as a matter of fact, at Paul McCartney and his situation.
Oh my gosh.
Wanna?
I'd marry him for 4 years and $23 million, wouldn't you?
4 years they were married, and she's getting $23 million. All right, that seems obscene, but then he's worth a gazillion.
I think it's a billion.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing about it is, it's classic what I see every day. He offered her $32 million, and she said, no, don't want it.
Oh, my.
Yes.
So she could have had $32 million.
Yes.
And she obviously thought she could get more, I suppose, so she held out and only got 23.
Yeah, and you know...
I mean, we're tossing these millions around like they're nothing, but still, that's a lot more money.
Yeah, but think about it. She didn't have a lawyer, so obviously she thinks she's smarter. And second of all...
We know that's wrong.
That's right. We know that.
What's the famous saying? A man who has, or a person who has himself as an attorney has a fool for a lawyer?
Exactly, a fool for a client.
Yeah.
But you know, it's true, because what people come to me for, and other attorneys, is to give us advice. I mean, obviously, Paul McCartney's attorney said, offer her $32 million, because obviously there's an upside and a downside. And so they offered the 32, she didn't take it. So he comes out, the lawyer looks like a hero, Paul McCartney looks like he was generous, and she looks greedy. And you know that that's the truth, because, gee, I wonder why she doesn't want everybody to know what the negotiations were, because that's what the reality of it is. And the timeline, absolutely. As soon as you've been married 10 years plus, you're looking at being responsible for the rest of that woman's life. So, you know, that's something you need to factor in. But my question is, why didn't he have a prenuptial agreement? He could have solved all those problems. In this day and age, you know, we were just talking before we came on, you know, second marriages, third marriages, whatever. You have a prenuptial agreement, and it's laid out what's going to happen.
I guess he's from the old school that just seems so unromantic. I mean, when you're going to marry for life. You know.
Yeah, except the problem is, if you marry for life, they're going to get half of your money anyway, and if they divorce you, do you want them to have half your money? Not so much.
I don't know.
I don't know. I believe in prenuptial agreements. I believe that, yes, you should marry for love and romance. Absolutely 100%. But if that person loves you, then why not sign a prenuptial agreement? Why not work out the finances on the front end?
Yeah. Well, you know what? This day and age, I'm not so sure it's so bad just to marry for money and companionship and the two of you to get along in life, and sometimes love ain't enough.
Well,
that's another discussion for another time.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I want all the viewers to tell us what we're going to talk about next week. Do we want to talk about prenups, or do we want to talk about internet dating?
Oh, internet dating. The legal aspects of internet dating?
No, the success of internet dating.
Oh, all right, okay. All right. No, that's good. There's a lot of that. No, that's a great topic. So, okay, let's have them email you.
Email me or email Fox News and tell us, do you want to talk about prenuptial agreements, or would you rather talk about how to meet your next husband or wife?
Okay, so it's up to you. You pick the topic for next week with Lori Clark Viviano. And she's an attorney. She knows. And check out the law offices. You can always go to her website. You can go to fox6.com, too. All right, thank you, Lori. I feel so much better now, I guess. San Diego Living's coming right back.